The sky is still blue, the clouds are still floating, the river is still flowing. Life continues as an inevitable law, whether we realize it or not, whether we are ready or not. The river does not stop just because a rock blocks the way, nor does it turn around just because yesterday's drops of water have drifted away. But people are different. People know how to miss, know how to suffer, know how to regret what has passed. There are people who stand forever on the shore of the past, trying to reach out to grasp things that no longer belong to them. There are people who sit on the old road, hoping that one day someone will return, hoping for something to return. However, the river never does that. It flows, not because it is heartless, but because it knows that the journey does not allow it to stop. So why are people afraid to move on? A man came to see me, his voice as sad as a rainy afternoon without sun. "Father, I have lost everything. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like a leaf blown by the wind, not knowing where it will go." I looked at him, then gently asked, "Do you think the river knows where it will go?" He was silent. The river doesn't know where it will flow, what it will encounter, but it continues. It believes that as long as it keeps flowing, it will find the ocean. He bowed his head. I saw pain in his eyes, but also a glimmer of light. Maybe he understood. Life doesn't require us to know all the answers. It only requires us to have the courage to move forward. We can't know what tomorrow will bring. We can't know if what we have lost will come back. But if we stay in one place, we will never know what miracles are waiting for us ahead. The river still flows, and people must also continue to move forward. There are mornings when the sun still rises, but people's hearts are gloomy. There are days when the world is still bustling, but inside us there is only an endless silence. We carry in our hearts old wounds, things left unsaid, dreams unfulfilled, people who have left. There are nights when we ask ourselves, why am I still here? A boy once came to see me, his eyes clear but hiding a sadness that did not belong to childhood. "Dad, I tried to forget, but every time I close my eyes, I still remember." I looked at him and asked, "Do you see the river?" "Yes." "Does the river forget the drops of water that have passed?" The boy shook his head. "No need to forget. Just don't let it hurt you anymore." The boy was silent, then suddenly smiled softly. "We do not need to erase the past. We just need to learn how to remember so that when we remember, we no longer hurt." I once met a man who had been holding a grudge for 20 years. "Dad, I can't forgive. I can't forget what they did to me." I looked at him and asked, "If you hold a hot coal in your hand, who do you think will be in more pain?" He was stunned. "It's me." "Then why are you still holding it?" There are things we keep, not because we need them, but because we don't know how to let go. The river doesn't keep what makes it dirty. It just flows, and what doesn't belong to it will automatically be swept away. The same goes for people. We can choose to let the past hold us back, or we can let it go. Because there are still things waiting for us ahead. Because the river wasn't born to stand still. Because the heart wasn't born to be tied down forever. There is a river flowing through a green valley, winding between vast fields, carrying alluvium to nourish the land, carrying the gentle melody of water, of wind, of time. Every drop of water in that flow was once a drop of rain falling from the sky, once a ray of dew on a leaf, once a part of the vast ocean. And people, like those drops of water. We used to belong somewhere, then life took us through stages, met people, experienced joys and sorrows. There are moments when we feel we belong to someone, a place, then suddenly one day, everything changes and we are swept away like a drop of water pushed away from a familiar river branch. There are people who have passed through our lives, leaving footprints in our hearts, but then one day they leave. There are dreams we once cherished, thinking they would be with us forever, but then suddenly shattered. There are days when we wake up and realize the thing we once held tightly in our hands is now just an empty space. So what should we do? A man once asked me, "Father, how can I continue when I have lost the most important thing in my life?" I looked at him and asked, "If a river is blocked by a large rock, will it stop?" He was silent. "No. It tries to flow around or waits for the water to rise to pass. But it never stops." He bowed his head. "Me too. No matter how great the loss, no matter how deep the pain, I still have to continue. Not because I forget what I have lost, but because I still have a journey to go. There are losses that can never be filled, but we can learn to live with them. There are wounds that can never be completely healed, but we can learn to let them no longer hurt us. A river cannot turn back to find the drops that have passed, but it can welcome new rains, new streams to flow. The same is true for people. When one door closes, God always opens another. But do we dare to step through? Underscore 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 underscore. One day I met a woman. She lost her only son in an accident. From that day on, she no longer wanted to live. Father, I cannot accept this. Why did God let this happen? I held her trembling hands, the hands that had once held a small life, had once comforted, had once loved with all my heart. Do you believe that love never disappears? She was silent. Love does not disappear. It just changes form. Your child is no longer present in the way you want, but it is still here, in every beat of your heart, in every breath, in every prayer. Tears welled up in her eyes. But how can I continue to live when every day I feel like my heart is dying? I looked at her for a long time, then said, the river does not stop flowing just because it loses a branch. It continues because it knows that its journey is not over. There are people who leave us, but that doesn't mean they're gone. There are things we've lost, but that doesn't mean we can't find something new. Life doesn't require us to forget, it only requires us to have the courage to continue. God doesn't take anything away without preparing something better. But do we have enough faith to wait? The river still flows. And people, too, must continue to move forward. Underscore 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 underscore. I once met a man who carried a grudge in his heart for 20 years. Father, I can't forgive. I can't forget what they did to me. I looked at him and asked, if you hold a hot coal in your hand, who do you think will be in more pain? He was stunned. It's me. Then why are you still holding it? There are things we hold on to, not because we need them, but because we don't know how to let go. The river doesn't hold on to what makes it dirty. It just flows, and what doesn't belong to it will automatically be swept away. The same goes for people. We can choose to let the past hold us back, or we can let it go. Because there are still things waiting for us ahead. Because the river wasn't born to stand still. Because the heart wasn't born to be tied down forever. Underscore 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 underscore. The river still flows. Are you ready to flow with it? Because when we learn to let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. It was late at night. Darkness spread like a large blanket over everything, but somewhere, a few small lights were still flickering. Maybe someone was still awake. Maybe there was a soul still restless in wordless thoughts. There were nights like that. I looked up at the ceiling and felt an invisible emptiness. I asked myself, where am I going? Am I doing the right thing? Why do things that seem so certain slip away from me? Has the river ever asked, where am I going? Am I flowing in the right direction? No. The river just flows because it knows that the journey does not require absolute certainty, but only a belief to continue. So why are people afraid? A girl came to see me. Her eyes were as deep as the night, containing hidden waves that she had probably tried to hide for a long time. Father, I prayed. I tried my best, but things still didn't go as I wanted. I don't know what to do anymore. I looked at her silently, then asked, if a seed is planted in the ground, do you think it can sprout immediately? She shook her head. No, Father. Then what does it need? She hesitated. It needs time. It needs water. It needs light. I smiled. So do you think your life is the same? Maybe what you wish for hasn't happened, not because God didn't listen to your prayers, but because He is letting you grow, making you stronger, preparing you for better things. girl burst into tears. Not out of despair, but because perhaps for the first time she understood that sometimes we need to be patient with our own lives. Underscore 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 underscore. There are people who are in a winter of life. They had a time as bright as summer, as warm as spring, but then one day the leaves began to fall, the flowers stopped blooming, and they felt lost in the cold sky. They wondered, when will this winter pass? When will everything return to the way it was before? But does a tree ever wonder, when will spring come again? No. The tree just stands there, still deeply rooted, still waiting, still believing that when the time comes, new shoots will appear again. The same is true for people. There are seasons in our lives that we have to go through in the cold. There are moments when we cannot see a ray of light ahead. But if we stand firm, still believe, then one day spring will come again. We do not need to know exactly when. We just need to believe that God never lets a winter last forever. The river still flows. And people must also continue to move forward. Underscore 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 underscore. One day, I stood on a bridge, looking down at the water below. The water flowed fast, strong, carrying yellow leaves, small pieces of wood, things that did not belong to it. But then I looked further and saw in another part of the river, the water flowed very slowly, almost motionless. I suddenly thought, maybe in life, everyone will have times when it flows fast, but there will also be times when it flows slowly. The important thing is that we do not stop. The river does not need to be strong all the time. There are days when it just flows quietly, not in a hurry, not noisy, just simply continuing. The same is true for people. We do not need to be strong all the time. There are days when we just need to live, just need to breathe, just need to believe that tomorrow will be better than today. Underscore 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 underscore. So today, ask yourself, am I continuing or have I stopped? Am I letting the past hold me back? Do I dare to believe that there are good things waiting for me ahead? Let's try to put down the things that hurt us. Let's try to believe that we don't need to have all the answers right now. Let's try to let the river of our life flow naturally without forcing or demanding. Because when we truly let go, we will see that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. It wasn't quite dawn yet. A thin layer of mist still hung on the leaves, the water vapor painting the space a gentle and mysterious look. The wind blew gently across the river, causing the ripples to sway slightly, as if the river was also struggling with something. There are mornings like that, when we wake up and realize that our hearts are still heavy. There are days when we think we have left everything behind, but then just a breeze passes by, an old song plays, a familiar scent passes by on the street, and we feel our hearts sink. Have we not really let go? Or are there things that are meant to never leave? A woman came to see me, her eyes filled with deep sadness. Father, I thought I had forgotten, but when I look back, I realize I am still holding it in my heart. I gently asked, do you think the river forgets the stones at its bottom? She was silent. You don't have to forget. Just don't let it hurt you anymore. She burst into tears. Maybe she understood. Letting go is not erasing it. Letting go is not pretending like nothing ever happened. Letting go is learning to live with what has happened without letting it hold you back. A man once came to see me, his voice heavy as if he was carrying a lifetime of burdens. Father, I've tried to forgive, but every time I think about what they did to me, My heart still aches. I looked at him and asked, if I had a wound and I kept touching it every day, would it ever heal? He was silent. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to forget, but forgiveness means you don't touch that wound every day. There are things we can't erase immediately. There are pains that take time to fade. But if we keep going over the past, if we keep letting it control us, then that wound will never have a chance to heal. The river does not stop to mourn the stones blocking its path. It finds a way to flow through, around, or flow more strongly to wash everything away. So why do people let their wounds hold them back? One day, I passed by a small hill. I saw a skinny tree, standing alone in the middle of a vast field. The strong wind blew, shaking the branches and leaves, but it still stood there, clinging tightly to the ground. I suddenly thought, maybe humans are like this tree. There are days when we are battered by storms. We feel small, alone, and no one understands. But if we are rooted deep in the ground, in faith, in love, in goodness, then no matter how strong the wind is, we can stand firm. The river doesn't need to know when it will meet the ocean. It just needs to know that it is flowing in the right direction. The same is true for people. We don't need to know when our suffering will end. We just need to know that we are on the right path and that God will always be with us. So today, ask yourself, am I holding on to things that hurt me? Am I letting my past determine my future? Do I believe that God has better things in store for me? Let go of what is heavy in your heart for once. Let go of what is heavy in your heart for once. Let go of what happens for a reason. Let go of what happens for a moment without knowing all the answers. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. The night gradually recedes, giving way to a new day to come. On the horizon, the first rays of dawn begin to appear, but are still very faint. A moment of intersection between darkness and light, between what is old and what is new that awaits. The river still flows. Whether it is dark or light, whether anyone sees it or not, it quietly continues its journey. But people are different. There are days when we feel as if we are lost in our own lives. We walk, but do not know where we are going. We search, but do not know what we are looking for. We are tired, but do not know how to stop. A man once came to see me, his eyes filled with the hidden waves of a soul that has not found a way out. Father, I feel like I am standing at a crossroads, but do not know which way to go. I have prayed, I have tried, but still do not see the answer. I looked at him quietly and asked, if you were walking in a fog, what would you do? He thought for a moment and then said, I would slow down. I smiled. Exactly. When you can't see the road ahead, what you need to do is not panic or stand still, but slow down step by step with caution and faith. His eyes lit up. Maybe he understood. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. In life, there will be times when we can't see the road ahead. There are days when we pray but still don't hear the answer. There are moments when we feel as if we are walking in a thick fog, not knowing where the exit is. But is it that God is not answering us? Or is it that He is inviting us to be more patient, to trust, to take one step at a time instead of trying to run too fast? The river doesn't need to see the ocean from the start. It just needs to know that if it keeps flowing, someday it will reach where it belongs. The same goes for people. We don't always have all the answers right away. But if we keep living, keep believing, keep taking small steps, sooner or later the light will appear. The fog doesn't last forever. The darkness can't cover the dawn. Every river eventually meets the ocean. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore 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 underscore. One day I was sitting by a small stream. The water was gurgling over the pebbles, so clear that I could see the sand underneath. I picked up a stone and looked at it in my hand. The stone was round and smooth without any sharp edges. I suddenly realized, to become like this, it had to go through countless years of being eroded by the water. Sharp stones are not round at first. They are carried away by the water, collided, rolled, and polished little by little over time. The same is true for humans. There are pains we have to go through, challenges we have to endure, losses we have to accept. But all of those things are not meaningless. They are polishing us so that we can become better versions of ourselves. The river does not hate the stones in its heart. It knows that those stones help it become purer, help it have a rhythm when it flows, help it become a real river. So why do we hate the challenges in our lives? Why do we blame the things that hurt us instead of understanding that they are helping us to grow more mature, deeper, stronger? Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I letting fear stop me? Do I dare to believe that today's challenges are what are helping me become better? Do I have the patience to walk even when I don't see the path ahead? Let go of unnecessary worries for once. Let go of unnecessary worries for once. Let go of the belief that even in the worst things, there is still a meaning waiting for us to discover. Let go of the river of your life for once, without rushing, without forcing, without trying to control everything according to your will. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. The sky gradually turned pale blue, signaling the beginning of a new day. The first rays of sunlight shone on the water, reflecting in sparkling streaks of light. The river still flows, still carrying the stories of yesterday, still continuing its journey whether anyone is watching or not. But people are different. People do not easily continue like the river. There are days when we feel heavy-hearted. There are mornings when we wake up without any hope. There are moments when we want to move forward, but old memories keep pulling us back. Why does the past have such power? A man once told me, "Father, I have tried to forget, tried to let go. But there are nights when everything is silent, the past comes back clearer than ever." I looked at him, then asked, "Have you ever looked at the sky?" He nodded. "So you realize that even when the sun sets, it doesn't really disappear. It just temporarily disappears behind the horizon." He was silent. The past is the same. You don't have to forget it. You just have to let it stand where it belongs, behind you. Underscore 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 underscore. The river doesn't forget what has flowed through it. It doesn't forget the rain that has fallen, the boats that have sailed across its surface. But it doesn't hold on to it, because if it did, it would become a stagnant lake. So why do people let the past hold them back? There are people who have hurt us. There are dreams we have lost. There are things we once hoped for that never came true. But if we hold on to that pain, who will suffer the most? A woman came to see me, tears streaming down her gaunt cheeks. "Father, I spent my whole life hating someone. And now, looking back, I realize how much time I wasted." I took her hand and said softly, "Hatred is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer." She burst into tears. Perhaps she understood. Forgiveness does not mean that we agree with what happened. Forgiveness is that we choose not to let it hurt us anymore. Underscore 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 underscore. There is a story I want to tell you. Once upon a time, an old Zen master and his student were crossing a river. There, they met a woman struggling to find a way to get to the other side. The Zen master did not hesitate, approached her, carried her on his back, and carried her across the river. The student was very surprised. All the way he could not hide his confusion. Finally, he spoke up. "Master, we are monks. Why did you touch a woman?" The Zen master smiled, then replied, "I put her down from the riverbank, but you still carry her in your heart. Underscore 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 underscore. What about you? There are things we should have let go of long ago, but we still carry them on our journey. We still hold on to an old wound. We still hold on to a resentment. We still hold on to a fear of the future. But the river holds on to nothing. It flows because it knows that the more it holds on, the less it can continue its journey. So why can't humans let go? Underscore 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 underscore. One day I was walking through a forest and saw a tree standing alone without a single leaf. People would think it was dead, but in fact it is just waiting for spring to return. There are seasons in life when we feel like we have lost everything. But in fact, we are just in winter, a time to rest, to recover, to prepare for better things. Does the river ever ask, "When will I reach the ocean?" No. It just flows because it knows that as long as it continues, it will surely reach where it belongs. The same is true for people. Even though today we cannot see the path ahead, even though we are still hurting right now, we can still continue. Because the ocean is always there waiting for us. Underscore 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 underscore. So today, ask yourself, am I letting the past hold me back? Am I holding on to things that hurt me? Do I dare to believe that there are good things waiting for me ahead? Try to put down the heavy things in your heart for once. Try to believe that everything happens for a reason. Try to let the river of your life flow naturally, without rushing, without forcing, without trying to control everything according to your will. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. The wind still blows gently through the trees, carrying the scent of the earth, of the sky, of things that the naked eye cannot see but the soul can feel. The river still flows, not rushing but also not stopping, because it knows that stopping means losing itself. But people are different. People no doubt, no fear, know how to lock themselves in the walls of the past and do not dare to step out. There are people who live in a dark room, even though the door is open, even though the light has flooded in, they still do not step out. They are not locked by the lock, but by their own fear. Underscore 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 underscore. A man came to see me, his eyes filled with an unspeakable pain. "Father, I know I need to change. I know I need to move on. But I can't. Every time I try, a voice in my head whispers, what if I fail?" I looked at him and asked, "Have you ever seen a bird learn to fly?" He nodded. "Have you ever seen it hesitate?" He was silent. "No, because it doesn't think too much. It just spreads its wings and lets the wind carry it." His eyes lit up. Maybe for the first time, he understood that sometimes you don't have to wait until you're completely ready. Sometimes you just have to be brave enough to try, to step out of your comfort zone, to let the wind carry you instead of forever being afraid of the ground below. Underscore 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 underscore. Does a river ever hesitate when it bends? No. It doesn't know what lies ahead, but it flows on because it believes its journey is meaningful. So why do humans hesitate? Why do we keep worrying about things that haven't happened yet instead of trusting that God has a plan for us? Underscore 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 underscore. A woman came to me, her hands shaking with age, but her eyes still filled with the struggles of a lifetime. Father, I've lived most of my life, but I still have regrets. If only I had loved more. If only I had dared to pursue the things I truly wanted. If only I hadn't let fear stop me. I took her hand and said softly, "The river doesn't turn back to collect the drops that have passed, but it can welcome new rains." She burst into tears, not because of regret, but because she realized that no matter what the past was, the present is still here. Right now, she can still love. Right now, she can still start. Right now, the river of her life is still flowing. Underscore 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 underscore. There is a story I want to tell. Once upon a time, there was a king who hung a large stone in the middle of the road leading to the city. Everyone who passed by complained and blamed, but no one tried to move it. One day, a young farmer passed by. He stopped, looked at the stone, and decided to try to push it away. It took a lot of time and effort, but he finally did it. And right under the stone, he found a bag of gold and a letter from the king. The reward is always for those who do not stop because of obstacles in front of them. Dear brothers and sisters, life is not always easy. There are days when we encounter obstacles in our path. There are challenges that seem insurmountable. There are wounds that seem like they will never heal. But if we stop, we will never know what lies ahead. A river does not stop at a dam. It finds a way through, or around, or waits until the water is strong enough to wash it all away. The same is true for people. We can let challenges defeat us, or we can use them as motivation to become stronger. Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I afraid of something I have never tried? Am I letting fear stop me from living a full life? Do I believe that God has prepared greater things for me ahead? Take a step outside your comfort zone. Try to believe that your wings are strong enough to lift you up. Try to let the river of your life flow naturally, without worry, without force, without fear. Because when you truly let go, you will realize that you have never lost anything. And when you have enough faith, you will know that the ocean is always waiting for you ahead. There are days when the sky is clear, white clouds drift lazily. You stand in front of the river and see it so calm that it seems like everything in the world is fine. But there are also days when a storm comes. The river water rises, surges, carrying everything it encounters on its way. The river has no choice. It cannot stop the storm, nor can it change its direction. But it can be patient, it can be steadfast, it can continue. What about humans? Underscore 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 underscore. A man came to see me, his eyes filled with pain. Father, I don't understand why God is letting this happen to me. I've lost my job, I've lost the people I love. Everything seems to be against me. I looked at him for a long time, then asked, if a seed is in the darkness of the ground, does it think it's buried? He was silent. The seed doesn't know that it is being protected, that it is being prepared to grow. But only if it stays in the darkness for a while can it sprout. Tears welled up in his eyes. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that sometimes God is not taking something away, but he is preparing something greater for us. underscore 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 underscore. A river cannot avoid stormy days, but it does not stop flowing just because it encounters difficulties. It flows through the storm, and when the storm passes, it returns to its original peace. The same is true for people. There are times when we feel as if everything is against us, as if we are losing everything. But it may just be a season of testing. And every season of testing has an end. Because God never abandons us in the middle of a storm. Underscore 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 underscore. There is a story I want to tell you. Once upon a time, there was a man who was lost in the desert. He was exhausted, thirsty, and could barely walk. Suddenly, he saw a small hut ahead. He struggled to walk towards it, and inside, he found an old water pump. On it was a note. Pour all the water in the bottle into the pump, then pump. If you do it right, you will have water to drink and to get more. But if you don't believe me, you can drink the water in the bottle and continue on. The man looked around and saw a small bottle of water. Now he had a choice. Drink the little water right away to quench his thirst, or believe that if he dared to pour it out, he would have more. He hesitated. What if the message was false? What if the pump was broken? But then, with faith, he decided to pour all the water into the pump and then started pumping. At first, nothing happened. But then a stream of cool water gushed out, enough for him to drink, enough for him to fill his water bottle and continue his journey. He left, but before he left, he added on the paper, "Have faith. This really works." Underscore 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 underscore. Faith is the same. Sometimes God invites us to let go of what we are holding on to, but we are afraid. We do not know if we let go what will be better waiting for us. We are afraid of losing. We are afraid of loss. We are afraid that if we believe, but things still do not go as planned, what then? But remember, if we keep holding on to our empty water bottle, how can we receive a more abundant flow? Every river must let the old water flow away so that the new can come. The same is true for humans. If we are not willing to let go of the old, how can we receive the better things that God has prepared for us? Underscore 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 underscore. One day I stood on a small hill and saw a bird flying towards the sun. It did not hesitate, did not look back. It just flew because it knew that the sky was for it. I suddenly realized, humans are the same. We are not born to be forever bound by pain, by fear, by the past. We are born to fly high, to reach for the light, to become the best people that God created. But the first thing we need to do is dare to let go of what is holding us back. Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I holding on to something out of fear? Do I dare to believe that God is preparing something better for me? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without being blocked by the past? Let go of unnecessary burdens for once. Let go of unnecessary burdens for once. Let go of the belief that even in the worst of things, there is still a meaning waiting for us to discover. Let go of the river of our life for once, without worry, without compulsion, without fear. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. There are days when the sky is clear, but people's hearts are gloomy. There are days when the sun is still shining brightly above, but in our hearts there is a storm that never stops. We smile to the world, but inside there is something that is not truly peaceful. Is it because we are still holding on to something? Is it because there are pains that we have not truly let go of? Underscore 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 underscore. A man came to see me. On his face were traces of time, but in his eyes was a fresh pain. Father, I have forgiven, but why does my heart still ache every time I remember? I looked at him and asked, if I have a wound on my hand, even though it has healed, but every time the weather turns cold, I still feel a little pain. Is it because the wound has not healed? He was silent. No, it's healed, but it still leaves a mark. And that's okay. Forgiveness doesn't mean we forget completely. It means that when we remember, we no longer let it control us. There are things in life that we cannot forget. There are wounds that are still there, but we can learn to live with them without letting them hurt us anymore. The river does not forget the stones in its bed, but it still flows because it knows that it is those stones that make the water clearer, make the journey more meaningful. The same is true for people. What we have been through does not weaken us, but makes us stronger. Underscore 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 underscore. A woman once told me, Father, I have lost a son. I have tried to live on, but there are days when I don't know how to move on. I took her hand, the hand that had once held a small creature, comforted it, held it with all its love. Do you believe that love never goes away? She looked at me, tears welling up in her eyes. Love doesn't go away, it just changes form. Your child is no longer present in the way you want him to be, but he is still here, in every beat of your heart, in every breath, in every prayer. There are people we love who have left us, but they never really disappear. They remain in the smallest things that we don't notice. They remain in the way we love others, in the words we say, in the way we live. God never lets love end in pain. He just lets it change so that we can learn to love in a deeper way. Underscore 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 underscore. There is a story I want to tell. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who planted rice. He tended each seed, watered it every day, and prayed for a bountiful harvest. But then a storm came. The rice field was devastated. He fell to his knees in despair and asked, Lord, why did you take away what I worked so hard to cultivate? But when the water receded, he discovered that the storm had brought more than just destruction. It had also swept away the weeds, washed away the soil, and left a more fertile land than before. And when he sowed again, the next crop was even more bountiful than the previous ones. Underscore 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 underscore. There are storms in life that seem to take everything away. But in fact, sometimes God is preparing something better for us. We don't see it at the moment. We only see the loss, the pain. But as time goes by, we will realize that what we thought was a loss is actually a preparation for something better. The river is not afraid of heavy rains. It knows that after the rain, the water will be clearer, the flow will be stronger. The same is true for humans. Every trial has a meaning. Every pain can become a lesson. If we know how to trust, if we know how to continue, if we know that God has never abandoned us, then we will see the light after the storm. Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I blaming the trials of my life? Do I dare to believe that even loss can bring something good? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without being held back by the past? Try looking back at the past with gratitude instead of regret. Try believing that God never takes anything away without giving us something better. Try letting go of what no longer belongs to you to welcome new things that are waiting ahead. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. There are days when we look up at the sky and ask ourselves, why did everything become like this? Why are there losses that we cannot understand? Why are there dreams that we have cherished, tried our best, but in the end they all disappeared? It seems like there is a void in our hearts, a void that we do not know how to fill. Is it because we are still holding on to something that no longer belongs to us? Is it because we are still waiting for an answer that we are not ready to receive? Underscore 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 underscore. A man came to me, his eyes as deep as the sky before a storm. Father, I have lost everything. I have nothing to believe in anymore. I have prayed, but God does not seem to hear me. I looked at him for a long time, then asked, have you ever planted a seed in the ground? He nodded. When you planted the seed, did you see it sprout immediately? He shook his head. No, Father. Do you think the seed is dead? He hesitated. No. It is still there, you just haven't seen it yet. I smiled. Just because you haven't seen the answer doesn't mean God isn't working. Just because you haven't seen the seed of faith sprout doesn't mean it isn't growing. Underscore 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 underscore. The river never asks, have I gone far enough? It just flows because it knows that every moment that passes, it is getting closer to the ocean. The same is true for people. Maybe today we don't see any changes. Maybe today we don't understand why we have to go through these trials. But if we continue to believe, continue to walk, then one day when we look back, we will see that everything happened for a reason. Underscore 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 underscore. A woman once came to see me. She took my hand, her voice trembling. Father, I have lost my only child. I cannot accept it. How can I go on when every day I feel my heart breaking? I held her hand tightly, feeling the pain she was feeling. Do you believe that love never dies? She was silent, tears welling up in her eyes. Love never disappears, it just changes form. Your child is no longer present in the way you want him to be, but he is still here, in every beat of your heart, in every breath, in every prayer. There are people we love who have left us. There are things we have lost and we think we will never be able to move on. But if we truly believe that love never disappears, that God never takes without giving back, then we will understand that everything that happens is part of a greater plan that we cannot yet see. Underscore 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 underscore. There is a story that I would like to tell. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in a small village. He had a very beautiful horse and everyone admired him. One day, the horse ran away. The villagers came and said, "You are so unlucky. Your most precious horse has run away." The man just smiled and said, "It could be good, it could be bad. Who knows?" A few days later, the horse returned, leading a herd of wild horses. The villagers came to congratulate him. You are so lucky. You have a whole herd of horses now. The man smiled again and said, It could be good, it could be bad. Who knows? A while later, his son fell and broke his leg while riding one of the wild horses. The villagers lamented. You were so unlucky. Your son can't walk properly now. The man still just smiled. It could be good, it could be bad. Who knows? A few weeks later, war broke out. Every young man in the village was drafted into the army, but because his leg was broken, his son stayed behind. At this time, the villagers came and said, You were so lucky. The man still just smiled. Underscore 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 underscore. Such is life. There are things we think are misfortunes, but later we realize that they are blessings that we are not patient enough to see. There are losses that we think will hurt us forever, but then one day we realize that those losses have opened a new path. A river never stops just because there is a rock blocking its path. It finds a way to flow through, or around, or wait until the water is strong enough to wash everything away. The same is true for people. If we believe that God has a plan for us, if we believe that every challenge has a reason, then we will no longer be afraid, because we know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I looking at life with gratitude or only seeing misfortunes? Do I dare to believe that today's challenges are the foundation for something better? Do I have the patience to wait for God's plan to unfold? Let the river of your life flow naturally, without force, without doubt, without resentment. Let us believe that everything that happens has a meaning. Let us live without fear, without doubt, without holding on to what is no longer ours. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. There are days when we think we have understood life, but then just a small moment can make us realize that we still have so much to learn. There are times when we think we are strong, but just a passing wind is enough to shake us. There are beliefs that we once held on to so tightly, but then time teaches us that sometimes letting go is also a way to keep the most important thing. So today, let your heart calm down like a river after a storm, so that you can look down to the bottom and see everything clearly. See what you need to keep and see what you should let go. One day, a young man came to see me, his eyes filled with unanswered questions. Father, I have tried to do everything right. I have tried, I have prayed, but nothing has changed. I don't understand why life is so unfair. I looked at him and asked, Have you ever seen a tree blown down by the wind? He nodded. Which trees usually fall first? He thought for a moment and replied, Those that are weak have shallow roots, or those that are rotten inside. I smiled. Exactly. Trees with deep roots, no matter how strong the wind, will stand. But to have deep roots, they have to go through many years. He was silent. Maybe he understood. A river never stops just because of a rock. It finds a way to flow through, around, or if necessary, it will wait until time wears away the rock. The same is true for people. There are times when we feel stuck, but in reality, we are just in the process of deepening our roots, becoming stronger, learning the lessons we need to learn before we can move forward. Not all delays are losses. Sometimes, God doesn't say no to our prayers. He just says, wait, I have something better for you. A woman came to me with a small box in her hand. She said, "Father, these are letters I wrote to God, things I asked for. I kept them, and now looking back, I realized there were so many things I asked for, but God didn't give them to me." I opened the box. Small pieces of paper, written in different handwritings. Some letters full of hope, some full of tears. I asked, "Do you regret that God didn't answer you?" She smiled, tears rolling down her cheeks. "No, Father. Now I understand that if God had answered all my prayers, I probably wouldn't have had such a good life today." I squeezed her hand, because it was true. Sometimes we ask for something, but we don't know that if we receive it, it might do us more harm than good. We are like a child asking to hold a fire, not knowing that it might burn us. God never rejects us because He is heartless. He only rejects what is not really good for us, or what is not yet the right time. The river does not rush to the sea. It knows that everything has its time. The same is true for people. Let's think back to the things we have asked for in the past. How many of these things do we now realize that if God had given them to us, we would not be truly happy? How many things did we once think were important, but now we understand that they were just a small part of a larger plan? How many times have we been angry, disappointed, only to later find that what we thought was a loss was actually a blessing? The river never looks back to complain about the drops that have left. It knows that each drop that leaves is to make room for new drops. The same is true for humans. We cannot hold on to what is no longer ours. We can only open our hearts to receive what is coming. Today, ask yourself, am I waiting for God's answer? Am I patient enough to understand that everything has its time? Do I dare to believe that even if God says no, it is still a blessing? Try to trust God's plan for once, instead of trying to force things to go your way. Try to believe that if we haven't received something, it's because we don't really need it or it's not time yet. Try to live like a river for once, always flowing, always accepting, always ready to move forward without regret. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. There are days when we walk on familiar paths but feel strange. There are days when we are in our own home but feel like a traveler without a place. There are days when we laugh and talk with people but there is still an emptiness in our hearts that cannot be named. Why is that? Are there things that have changed but we have not yet realized it? Or are we trying to hold on to something that we should have let go? Underscore 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 underscore. A man once came to see me, his voice filled with confusion. "Father, I don't understand. Everything around me is the same, but I feel like everything has changed. I no longer find joy in the things that used to make me happy." I looked at him for a long time, then asked, "Have you ever seen a snake shed its skin?" He nodded. "Why does it have to shed its skin?" He thought for a moment, then said, "Because if it doesn't shed its skin, it can't grow." I smiled. "Exactly. Maybe you haven't lost anything. Maybe you're just in the process of changing. You no longer find joy in the old things because your heart is opening up to receive the new." Underscore 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 underscore. A river never holds back what it has passed through. It lets the old water go so the new can come. The same is true for people. There are relationships, dreams, beliefs that were once an important part of our lives, but one day we realize that they are no longer suitable. And that's okay, because maybe God is preparing us for something bigger. underscore 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 underscore. One day a woman came to see me, her eyes filled with tears. Father, I feel like I've lost myself. I'm no longer the person I used to be. I took her hand and gently asked, if you had a shirt that you've worn for years but it was too tight now, would you continue to wear it? She shook her head. No, Father, because it doesn't fit me anymore. I smiled. Then why are you sad that you're no longer the person you used to be? Maybe you haven't lost yourself. Maybe you're just growing up, just becoming the new version that God intended for you to be. Tears fell from her eyes, but this time they were not tears of regret, but tears of acceptance. Underscore 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 underscore. The river never turns back to find the old drops of water. It doesn't regret what's gone. It doesn't try to hold on to what's no longer its own. It just flows because it knows that its journey is not over yet. The same is true for people. We cannot keep looking back, because if we keep looking back, we will not see what is waiting for us ahead. If today we feel different, accept it with gratitude, because it is a sign that we are growing, changing, getting closer to the person we were born to be. Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I holding on to something that I should let go of? Do I dare to believe that change is not a loss, but an opportunity to grow? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without fear? Try accepting that there are things that must change so that better things can come. Try to believe that God never takes anything away without preparing something better for us. Try to live like a river, always flowing, always moving forward, always ready to receive new things without fear. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. There are afternoons when we stand quietly by the riverbank, watching the ripples and wondering, how far have I come? Am I on the right track? Is there something I haven't really let go of? The river never asks such questions. It doesn't care how far it has flowed, it only knows that it is still flowing. But people are different. People are always skeptical, always hesitant, always wanting to look back, wondering whether they should continue or not. Underscore 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 underscore. A man once came to see me, his eyes filled with sadness. Father, I have come a long way, but sometimes I feel like I haven't made much progress. I have worked hard, tried to live well, but there are days when I still feel empty. I looked at him and asked, if you were walking in a forest and you just looked down at your feet, would you see how far you've come? He shook his head. No, Father. But if you stopped and looked back at the path behind you, would you realize how far you've come? He was silent. Perhaps for the first time, he realized that sometimes we feel like we're not moving forward, not because we haven't gone far, but because we haven't stopped to look back at our journey. Underscore 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 underscore. A river can't see the ocean from the moment it starts. But that doesn't matter. It just needs to know that if it keeps flowing, someday it will reach where it belongs. The same is true for people. We don't always see the meaning of everything that happens in life. We don't always understand why we have to go through these challenges. But if we keep believing, keep moving forward, one day when we look back, we will see that everything that happened had a reason. Underscore 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 underscore. A woman came to me, her voice trembling. Father, I have lost so many things in my life. I used to have dreams, hopes, but then everything was gone. I feel like I was on the wrong path. I took her hand, then gently asked, "Have you ever seen a painting being painted?" She nodded. When you look at a painting in its early stages, when the artist has just drawn the first few strokes, do you understand what it will become? She shook her head. No, Father. So if you only look at that stage and judge, can you think that it is just scribbles, meaningless? She was silent. But if you wait patiently, let the painter continue his work, you will see that each stroke, however meaningless it may seem at first, has a role to play in the finished picture. She burst into tears. Perhaps for the first time, she understood that her life was not finished and that God was still painting the picture. Underscore 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 underscore. The river does not judge each of its branches. It does not stop in the middle of the road and ask itself, should I flow this way? It just keeps going because it knows that every water is leading it to where it belongs. The same is true for humans. There are times when we think we have gone the wrong way, that we have messed everything up, that our life is just a series of mistakes. But if we believe that God is the painter and that He has not finished our picture, then we will understand that everything we have experienced has a meaning, even if we cannot see it right now. Underscore 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 underscore. Ask yourself today, am I judging my life based on a certain stage? Do I dare to believe that today's challenges are the foundation for something better? Do I have the patience to wait for God's plan to unfold? Try to believe that your life is still being written, still being painted. Try to believe that if you don't see the meaning today, it's because the picture is not yet complete. Try to let the river of your life flow naturally, without haste, without doubt, without resentment. Because when you truly let go, you will realize that you have never lost anything. And when you have enough faith, you will know that the ocean is always waiting for you ahead.
There are days when we wait for a sign from God, for an answer, for reassurance that we are on the right path. There are nights when we pray silently, hoping that tomorrow morning everything will be different, that today's suffering is just a passing rain. But sometimes the sky remains gray, the storm continues, and the answer we are waiting for has not yet come. At that time, we ask ourselves, God, are you listening to me? God, do you see the tears I shed? God, if you love me, why do I still have to go through these trials? The river never asks the sky, why is it still raining? It just flows, because it knows that today's rain will replenish the river tomorrow. But people are different. People do not like to wait. People want answers right away. One day, a man came to me, his voice filled with despair. Father, I have prayed, I have believed, I have been patient, but God is silent. Did I do something wrong? I looked at him and asked, if I plant a seed in the ground, can I make it sprout immediately? He shook his head. No, Father. So when you don't see anything happening on the ground, do you think the seed is dead? He hesitated. No, it's still there. You just haven't seen it yet. I smiled. Sometimes God doesn't answer right away, not because He doesn't hear you, but because He is letting your seed grow silently. And one day, when the time comes, you will see the results. His eyes seemed to light up a little. Perhaps, for the first time, he understood that God's silence did not mean his absence. A river does not stop flowing just because there is a bend. It does not stop to complain, "Why isn't the road straight?" It just flows because it knows that every winding path will eventually lead it to the sea. It is the same with humans. Sometimes we feel like we are going in circles, as if we are not really moving forward. But if we can see things from God's perspective, we will see that every winding path has its reasons. Sometimes God takes us on a longer path, not because he wants to make things difficult for us, but because he knows that if we take the shorter path, we are not ready to get to where we need to be. A woman came to see me, tears falling into her clasped hands. "Father, I don't understand. I've done everything right. I've lived a good life, but good things haven't come to me. Meanwhile, there are people who do wrong and still have everything." I looked at her quietly, then asked, "If you had two trees, one that grows very fast but is fragile, and one that grows slowly but has strong roots, which one would you choose?" She hesitated. "I would choose the one with strong roots." I smiled. "Then do you think God is helping you become that tree?" She burst into tears. Perhaps for the first time, she understood that there are blessings that don't come immediately, not because God withholds them, but because God is building a stronger foundation for us. The river never complains, "Why can't I flow faster?" It just flows because it knows that speed doesn't matter. What matters is that it is still going in the right direction. The same goes for people. Maybe today we don't see the change. Maybe today we don't have the answer. But if we keep believing, keep moving, one day we will understand that everything happens for a reason. Today, ask yourself, am I losing patience with God's plan? Do I dare to believe that even in the silence, God is still working in my life? Do I have enough faith to keep moving, even when I don't see the destination? Try to stop asking when. For once, and instead, believe that if we are on the right track, everything will happen at the perfect time. Try to believe that God never forgets us, even when we feel most alone. Try to live like a river, always flowing, always trusting, always continuing the journey without knowing exactly where you will end up. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. There are days when we feel like we are stuck in the middle of life. We stand at a crossroads, not knowing whether to move forward or turn back. We carry pains that cannot be named, questions that have no answers, dreams that have not yet taken shape. We wait for a sign, a light, a response from God. But it seems that the sky is still silent. It seems that the doors we hope to open are still closed. It seems that everything is still the same and we do not know what to do. Underscore 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 underscore. A man came to see me, his eyes filled with worries. "Father, I have tried to change. I have tried to live a good life, but I still cannot escape the darkness of the past. I still feel that I am not good enough." I looked at him and asked, "If a river has muddy water, do you think it is no longer a river?" He hesitated, then shook his head. "No, Father, it's still the same river." "Then why do you think that just because I make mistakes, I'm no longer a child of God?" Tears welled up in his eyes. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that the value of a person is not in perfection, but in the perseverance to become a better version of himself every day. A river does not stop flowing just because the water is muddy. It continues because it knows that if it keeps flowing, the water will be clear again. The same is true of people. We are not perfect. We have wounds. We make mistakes. But what matters is not how many times we have lost our way, but whether we are willing to continue flowing. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A woman came to me, her hands shaking. Father, I have lost faith in myself. I have done so many things wrong. I don't think I am worthy of God's love anymore. I gently asked her, do you know how a pearl is formed? She shook her head. A small oyster, when a grain of sand accidentally falls inside it, will feel pain. But instead of pushing the sand out, it covers it with hard shells. Day after day, year after year, that grain of sand becomes a precious pearl. She looked at me, tears falling. Maybe you are too. Maybe the mistakes you have made are the grains of sand and God is using them to create a pearl in you. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. The river does not reject the rocks in its heart. It leaves them there, and those rocks make the water clearer, make the sound of the flow more meaningful. The same is true for humans. There are wounds that will stay with us forever. There are memories that will forever be imprinted in our hearts. But we can choose to see them as things that hurt us or as things that help us grow. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. One day, I stood by the river and saw a yellow leaf floating away. I suddenly realized the leaf did not fight the water. It did not try to return to its old branch. It did not regret that it was no longer green. It simply drifted with the current, letting the wind and water take it where it needed to go. I asked myself, why can't humans do the same? Why do we cling to things that are past? Why do we cling to things that are no longer ours? Why can't we let our lives flow naturally, trusting that God has arranged everything in the most perfect way? Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I holding on to something because I'm afraid of losing it even though it's no longer right for me? Do I dare to believe that my past mistakes do not define me, but that it is how I move forward that matters? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without being hindered by the past? Let go of what is no longer yours. Let go of what is not. It was not yet dawn, but a thin streak of light had begun to appear on the horizon. The river continued to flow silently and steadily. It did not know what today would bring, what rain would fall, what wind would ripple the water. It only knew that it had to continue. But people were different. People worried about tomorrow, wondering whether the future would bring peace or storms. People looked back to the past, regretting what was lost, grieving for what could not be changed. People forgot that life was not made to stand still, but to continue flowing like the river. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A man came to see me, his eyes full of fatigue. Father, I have worked hard all my life, but I still feel that it is not enough. I am always worried that I am not good enough, that I do not have enough money, that I have not achieved what I want. I am afraid that one day I will lose everything. I looked at him and asked, if I hold a handful of sand in my hand, can I hold it all? He hesitated. No, Father. The sand will fall through my fingers. So if I loosen my grip a little, can I hold more sand? He thought for a moment, then nodded. I smiled. Life is the same. If you hold on to everything too tightly, you will lose more. But if you learn to relax, learn to trust, you will see that you have not really lost anything. His eyes gradually softened. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that worrying does not make our lives fuller, but only makes us more tired. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A river does not hold on to what is no longer its own. It lets the old water flow away so that the new can come. It does not worry about the drops that have left it, nor is it afraid of what lies ahead. It just flows because it knows that its journey is not over. The same goes for humans. There are things we cannot control. There are things we cannot hold on to forever. But if we can learn to let go, learn to accept that everything that happens has its reasons, we will feel much lighter in our hearts. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A woman came to me, her eyes red. Father, I have lost my dearest person. I cannot overcome this pain. I feel like a part of me has died with them. I held her hand, feeling the waves rolling in her heart. Do you know why the waves on the river always come back? She looked at me, not understanding. Because there is wind. When the wind blows, the waves appear. But when the wind stops, the water becomes calm again. She was silent. Maybe your pain is like that wind. Right now, it is making you shake. But one day, when you let your heart calm down, you will see that the water is still clear, the river is still flowing, and the love you have for that person has never been lost. She burst into tears, but this time, they were no longer tears of despair, but of acceptance. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. The river never stops just because a boat has left the dock. It does not regret, does not cling. It knows that everything has its time, coming and going, meeting and parting, all are part of the journey. The same is true for people. There are people who have left us. There are things we have lost. But that does not mean we have to stop flowing, stop living. Because if we stop, we will never know what is waiting for us ahead. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I holding on to something too tightly that I should let go? Am I letting the past prevent me from seeing the good things ahead? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without fear? Try to relax your hand for once and let life flow naturally. Try to believe that God never takes anything away without giving us something better. Try to live like the river for once, always flowing, always moving forward, always trusting that you are on the right path. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. On the river of life, there are days when the sky is clear, the water is calm like a mirror reflecting the world. But there are also days when storms come, the water flows fiercely, sweeping away everything that stands in its way. Life is like that. There are days when we feel peaceful, everything is going well, the road ahead is wide open. But there are also days when we feel small, lost in the midst of overwhelming challenges. At those times, we ask ourselves, God, what should I do now? God, why do you let me go through stormy days? God, am I really strong enough to continue? The river never asks the sky, why does it rain? It just flows because it knows that the rain will fill it, making it stronger. But people are different. People are afraid of challenges. People want things to be easy. But if everything were easy, how could we grow? Underscore 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 underscore. One day a man came to me, his eyes filled with worry. Father, I feel like I'm lost. I don't know what to do next. I'm afraid I'll make the wrong decisions. I looked at him and asked, if I row a boat on a river, can I control the current? He shook his head. No, Father. Then how do I stay on the right track? He thought for a moment and said, I adjust my oars. I smiled. Exactly. You can't change the river, but you can adjust how you move on it. The same goes for life. You can't control everything, but you can adjust how you face it. His eyes seemed to light up a little. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that peace does not come from controlling everything, but from learning to adapt and trust in the journey. Underscore 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 underscore. A river does not stop just because of rocks in its path. It does not complain, it does not despair. It finds a way to flow through, around, or, if necessary, wait for time to wear away those obstacles. The same is true of people. There are challenges that seem insurmountable, but if we are patient, if we continue to believe, we will find a way to move forward. Underscore 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 underscore. A woman came to me, her hands shaking. Father, I am afraid. I am afraid that I will not be able to get through this stage of my life. I feel like everything is against me. I took her hand, then gently asked, have you ever seen a kite flying in the sky? She nodded. Do you know why it flies? She thought for a moment, then answered, because of the wind. But if no one holds the string, will it fly in the right direction? She shook her head. No, Father. It will be blown away. I smiled. The wind may be an adversity in your life. But if you know how to hold the string, know how to trust in God, you will not be blown away. Instead, you will fly higher. She burst into tears. Perhaps for the first time, she understood that adversity is not to defeat us, but to lift us up. Underscore 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 underscore. The river is not afraid of wind, not afraid of rain, not afraid of twists and turns. It accepts everything because it knows that every drop of water, every wave, every branch is part of the journey. The same is true for humans. If we can learn to accept, learn to trust, learn to let go of the things we cannot control, we will find that we do not need to be afraid anymore. Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I worrying about things I cannot control? Do I dare to believe that every challenge in my life has a meaning? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without fear? Let's try to let go of unnecessary worries for once. Let's try to believe that if we keep flowing, we will get to where we need to go. Let's try to live like the river, always flowing, always trusting, always moving forward. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. On the river of life, there are times when we feel like we are flowing smoothly, everything is going smoothly as if everything is in harmony with each other. But there are also times when we are caught in unexpected whirlpools, strong waves that push us out of our comfort zone, leaving us floundering and not knowing where to hold on. At times like these, we ask ourselves, Lord, are you still there? Do you see me struggling? Do you hear me calling? The river never asks the sky, why are there stormy days? It just flows because it knows that after the storm, the water will be clearer, the flow will be stronger. But people are different. People are afraid of uncertainties. People want answers right away. But if God gives us the answer right now, are we ready to understand? Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. One day, a man came to me, his eyes filled with pain and confusion. Father, I have lost everything. My job, my family, my faith. I don't know how to continue. I looked at him, then asked, have you ever seen a potter at work? He shook his head. When a potter wants to make a beautiful pot, what does he do? He thought for a moment, then said he needs the clay, puts it on the wheel, and starts shaping it. I nodded. But if he wants to make a strong pot, what does he do next? He hesitated. He has to put it in the fire. I smiled. Exactly. Without fire, clay is just a soft mess. But after going through the fire, it becomes strong and usable. His eyes seemed to light up. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that life's trials are not punishments, but rather a process of refining us to become better versions of ourselves. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A river cannot flow straight to the sea without encountering twists and turns. But it does not complain, it does not hesitate. It flows because it knows that every bend, every waterfall, every rock it passes is part of the journey. The same is true for humans. There are days when we feel like we are going the wrong way, that we are lost. But if we can see our lives from God's perspective, we will see that every winding road has its reasons. Sometimes God takes us on a longer path, not because He wants to make things difficult for us, but because He knows that if we take the shorter path, we are not ready to get to where we need to be. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A woman came to see me, her eyes filled with tears. Father, I have lost the person I love the most. I don't know how to overcome this pain. I took her hand and gently asked, do you know why flowers bloom in the spring? She shook her head. Because during the winter, its roots have grown deeper into the ground, accumulating nutrients, waiting for the day to rise. She was silent. Your pain is the same. Right now, you can't see it, but maybe God is helping you to grow deeper roots so that one day you can bloom in love and trust. She burst into tears. Perhaps for the first time, she understood that even in the midst of loss, God is still working in our lives. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A river never stops just because a boat has left the dock. It doesn't regret, it doesn't hold back. It knows that everything has its time, coming and going, meeting and parting, all are part of the journey. The same is true for people. There are people who have left us. There are things we have lost. But that does not mean we have to stop flowing, stop living. Because if we stop, we will never know what awaits us ahead. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, Am I resenting the challenges in my life? Do I dare to believe that even loss can bring something good? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without being held back by the past? Try looking back at the past with gratitude instead of regret. Try believing that God never takes anything away without preparing something better for us. Let's try to let go of what no longer belongs to us to welcome new things that are waiting ahead. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. When a leaf falls into a river, it does not try to cling to a rock or hold onto a branch. It lets the water carry it, drifting with the waves, maybe hitting a few obstacles along the way, but it does not stop. It trusts that the river will take it where it needs to go. But people are different. People tend to cling, fear change, worry about the future. People want to know what will happen, want to control everything in their hands. But if a leaf can trust the river, why can't we trust God? Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. One day a man came to me, his voice full of weariness. Father, I feel like my life is passing me by without really living. I'm always worrying about tomorrow, always afraid of things that haven't happened yet. I don't know how to feel at peace. I looked at him and asked, have you ever seen a bird flying in the sky? He nodded. Do you think it worries about where it will find food tomorrow? He thought for a moment, then shook his head. No, Father. Why? He sighed. Because it believes that tomorrow the heavens will still provide it with food. I smiled. You see, a small bird knows how to trust in God's providence. So why can't I, a human being loved by God, do the same? His eyes softened. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that worrying does not make our lives better, but only makes us miss the good things right in front of us. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. The river never worries about its journey. It is not afraid of high waterfalls or rough rocks. It just flows because it knows that every challenge is part of the journey. The same is true for people. There are times when we are afraid, but if we keep going, we will realize that what we fear turns out to be not as scary as we thought. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A woman came to me, her eyes filled with sadness. Father, I used to have a happy life, but then one day, everything changed. I lost what I loved most. I felt like God had abandoned me. I took her hand, then gently asked, have you ever seen a field after winter? She nodded. After winter passes, the ground looks dry, lifeless. But do you know what is happening underneath? She shook her head. The roots are still growing. The soil is still absorbing the nutrients it needs. And when the time comes, the seeds will sprout and a new field will be green again. She burst into tears. Perhaps for the first time, she understood that what she was going through was not the end, but the preparation for something new. Underscore, 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 underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. A river does not stop just because of a bend. It does not complain, it does not blame. It just keeps going because it knows that each step has a meaning. The same is true for people. Maybe today we do not understand why these things happen. But if we trust in God's plan, one day we will look back and understand that everything happened in the most perfect way that we could not have imagined. Underscore, 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 underscore. underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I living in anxiety about tomorrow? Do I dare to believe that even when I don't understand, God is still working in my life? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without fear? Let's try to let go of unnecessary worries for once. Let's try to believe that if we just keep flowing, we will get to where we need to go. Let's try to live like the river, always flowing, always trusting, always moving forward. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. On the river of life, there are days when we feel as gentle as the water flowing gently. But there are also days when we are caught in unexpected whirlpools, pushed by strong currents in directions we do not want. We are afraid, we resist, we try to cling to something, even though we know that it cannot hold us forever. And then we get tired. We ask ourselves, God, do you see me? God, why do I have to go through all this? God, how can I keep going? The river never asks the sky, why are there stormy days? It just flows because it knows that after the storm, the water will be calm again. But people are different. People always want to know the reason. People want answers right away. But if God gave us the answer right now, would we be ready to understand? Underscore 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 underscore. One day a man came to me, his eyes filled with pain. Father, I have lost everything. My family, my career, my faith. I don't know how to continue. I looked at him, then asked, have you ever seen a blacksmith working? He shook his head. When a blacksmith wants to create a sharp sword, what does he do? He thought for a moment, then said, he puts the metal in the fire, heats it until it is red hot, then strikes it hard to shape it. I nodded. So if the metal could feel, do you think it would hurt? He was silent. It may think it is being destroyed, but in fact it is becoming stronger, more useful. Without fire, it is just a useless piece of metal. But after the trial, it becomes a sword. His eyes seemed to light up a little. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that the trials of life are not punishments, but the process of tempering us to become stronger. Underscore 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 underscore. A river cannot flow straight to the sea without meeting bends. But it does not stop, does not turn, does not despair. It flows because it knows that every waterfall, every rock, every little stream will bring it to where it belongs. The same is true for people. There are days when we think we have gone the wrong way, that we are lost. But if we can look at our lives from God's perspective, we will see that every winding road has its reason. Sometimes God takes us on a longer path, not because He wants to make it difficult for us, but because He knows that if we take the shorter path, we are not ready to get where we need to go. Underscore 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 underscore. A woman came to me, her eyes filled with tears. Father, I can't forget the past. I can't forgive those who hurt me. I know I should let go, but I can't. I took her hand and gently asked, have you ever seen a kite flying in the sky? She nodded. Do you know why it can fly? She thought for a moment, then answered, because of the wind. But if there is no one holding the string, will it fly in the right direction? She shook her head. No, Father. It will be blown away. I smiled. The wind may be the hardships in your life. But if you know how to hold the kite string, how to control your emotions, how to forgive, how to trust in God, you will not be swept away. Instead, you will fly higher. She burst into tears. Perhaps for the first time, she understood that forgiveness is not a gift we give to others, but a gift we give to ourselves. underscore 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 underscore. A river never holds on to what is past. It does not regret the drops of water that have gone far, nor does it try to hold on to the leaves that have fallen. It flows because it knows that each drop of water comes and goes for a purpose. The same is true for people. There are people who come into our lives, then leave. There are things we cherish, then lose. But if we understand that each person, each event, each moment in our lives has its own meaning, we will no longer be afraid or regretful. Because God never takes anything away without preparing something better for us. Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I holding on too tightly to what is no longer mine? Do I dare to believe that even when I don't understand, God is still working in my life? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without fear? Let's try letting go of what's past to welcome what's coming. Let's try believing that if we keep flowing, we will get where we need to go. Let's try to live like the river, always flowing, always trusting, always moving forward. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. The river flows, day or night, clear or stormy. It does not wait for the perfect moment to continue. It does not stop because of obstacles in its path. It knows that its mission is to flow, to continue the journey it was created to take. But people are different. People wait. Wait until they feel ready. Wait until they are no longer afraid. Wait until everything is perfect. But if a river waits until there are no more rocks, until the weather is favorable, it will never reach the ocean. So why do we think we need to wait to live a full life? One day, a man came to me, his voice full of regret. Father, I've missed so many opportunities in life. I've always been afraid that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't good enough. I waited so long, and now I feel like I don't have any more time. I looked at him and asked, have you ever seen a little stream flowing through a rock? He nodded. Do you think it waits until the path is clear? He shook his head. No, Father. It flows through every rock, every pebble, and gradually builds into a larger stream. I smiled. Exactly. If you wait until everything is perfect, you'll never get started. But if you're willing to take a step forward, even just a little bit each day, you'll find that the path opens up before you. His eyes softened. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that life is not a destination, but a journey. And every step, no matter how small, has its meaning. A river doesn't wait until it becomes a large stream to start flowing. It starts with small drops of water from tiny underground streams that the naked eye cannot see. But it is those drops of water, when combined, that create great rivers. The same goes for people. No one is born strong with all the answers. But if we keep walking, little by little, we will see that every small action today is building something big for tomorrow. A woman came to me, her voice filled with worry. Father, I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid that if I try, and things don't go as planned, I'll feel useless. I took her hand, then gently asked, have you ever seen a baby learning to walk? She nodded. So when it falls, do you think it will never get up again? She shook her head. No, Father. It will get up and try again. I smiled. That's right. And if it's so afraid of falling that it never dares to walk, will it ever learn to walk? She was silent. You see, failure is not the scariest thing. The scariest thing is not trying, because you're afraid you won't be perfect the first time. Tears fell from her eyes. Perhaps for the first time, she understood that mistakes are not the end, but part of the journey to maturity. A river does not avoid waterfalls. It does not stop just because a mountain is in its way. It flows through, around, or, if necessary, waits until time wears away the obstacles. The same is true for people. There are challenges that seem insurmountable, but if we are patient, if we continue to believe, we will find a way to move forward. One day, I stood by the river and saw a branch floating down the river. I asked myself, does this branch know where it is going? Of course not. It has no map, no plan, no certainty. It just knows that it is flowing, and the river will take it where it needs to go. I suddenly realized, it is the same with people. We do not know everything that will happen in life. We do not have all the answers. But if we can trust, let go of our worries, and keep going, we will find that God always leads us in the best way. Today, ask yourself, am I waiting for the perfect time to start something? Do I dare to walk, even when I can't see the whole road ahead? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without fear? Let's dare to do what we fear for once. Let's believe that even when we don't know everything, we can still walk with confidence. Let's live like the river for once, always flowing, always trusting, always moving forward. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. The river flows on day or night, wind or storm. It does not stop to ask, where am I going? What lies ahead? Will I be able to overcome the rocks in the road? It just flows because it knows that it was not made to stand still, but to continue its journey. But people are different. People hesitate, worry about things that have not yet happened. People are afraid to move forward when they do not know the path ahead. But if a river stops every time it meets a bend, it will never reach the ocean. So why are we afraid of the unknown? Underscore 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 underscore. One day a man came to me, his eyes filled with anxiety. Father, I feel lost. I don't know what to do with my life. I'm afraid that if I make the wrong choice, I will regret it forever. I looked at him and asked, have you ever walked in a fog? He nodded. When you can't see more than a few steps, what do you do? He thought for a moment and then said, I slow down, but I keep going. I smiled. Exactly. You don't have to see the whole road, you just have to see the next step. And as you walk, you see a little more. That's how God guides us, one step at a time. His eyes softened. Perhaps for the first time, he understood that you don't have to know everything before you start. You just have to trust and keep going. Underscore 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 underscore. A river doesn't need to see the ocean to know it's on the right track. It just needs to believe that if it keeps flowing, it will get where it belongs. The same is true for people. There are times when we don't know what the future holds. But if we can trust our journey, we will find that God is always opening the way as we walk. underscore 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 underscore. A woman came to me, her eyes filled with tears. Father, I have tried my best, but I still feel like I am not enough. I am afraid that I will never achieve what I want. I gently asked her, have you ever planted a tree? She nodded. So when you put a seed in the ground, can you see it grow immediately? She shook her head. No, Father. It takes time. I smiled. That's right. Sometimes the best things in life take time to mature. Just because you don't see the results right now doesn't mean it won't happen. She burst into tears. Perhaps for the first time, she understood that our efforts are never in vain. Every small action, every prayer, every good deed we do is a seed that is growing silently. Underscore 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 underscore. The river does not complain when it has slow days. It does not get angry when it has to squeeze through narrow cracks in the rocks. It knows that each stage of its journey has its own meaning. The same is true for us. There are times when we feel like we are moving very fast, and there are times when we feel like we are stuck. But if we are patient, if we continue to trust, we will see that everything that happens in our lives has a reason. Underscore 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 underscore. One day, I stood by the river and saw a small boat drifting slowly. I asked myself, is the person in the boat worried about the journey ahead? Maybe he is. But the boat kept going because it knew that if it kept going, the wind and the current would take it where it needed to go. I suddenly realized, it's the same with people. We can't control everything in life. But if we can trust God, trust our journey, we will find that He always guides us in the best way. Underscore 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 underscore. Today, ask yourself, am I waiting for the perfect sign to start? Do I dare to believe that even when I don't see the path ahead, I can still walk? Am I willing to let the river of my life continue to flow without fear? Let's try taking even a small step without seeing the whole path. Let's try believing that every day we are getting closer to where we need to be. Let's try living like the river, always flowing, always trusting, always moving forward. Because when we truly let go, we will realize that we have never lost anything. And when we have enough faith, we will know that the ocean is always waiting for us ahead. The river still flows, even when we are no longer standing by the banks watching. It does not stop to wait for anyone, nor does it rush to its destination. It simply flows, gently when the water is calm, strongly when the wind and storms arise. It does not try to control its journey, but lets nature take its course, letting each wave, each rain, each ray of sunlight become part of the flow. Humans are different. Humans worry about what has passed and what has yet to come. Humans are afraid of loss, afraid of change, afraid that they are not strong enough to continue. But if we can live like the river, flowing, trusting, and accepting, we will realize that life has never abandoned us. One day, when we look back on everything that has passed, we will see that the pains we used to blame are the very things that made us grow. The challenges we fear are the ones that make us stronger. The losses we think are too great are the doors that lead us to something better. because God never takes anything away without giving us something greater. We may not realize it at the time. We may cry, we may hurt, we may despair. But one day, when we look back, we will see that everything happened for a reason. No journey is meaningless. No pain is wasted. It is all part of the flow that takes us to where we belong. Imagine you are standing on the bank of a river on a late afternoon. The water reflects the brilliant sunset. The gentle waves roll, like the pulse of life. You look down and see your face in the water. And I realize, I am still here. I have gone through it all. And I am still going. I am no longer the person I was yesterday. I am no longer burdened with the past. I have learned to let the river carry me, to trust in what lies ahead, to let go of what is no longer mine, because I know that the ocean is waiting for me ahead. A vast ocean of peace, of love, of the good things that God has prepared for me. I don't need to know the exact path. I just need to believe that if I keep walking, if I keep flowing, I will get where I need to go. And that is the miracle of life. Take a deep breath. Let the wind carry away what is no longer needed. Let the water carry away the worries in my heart. Let God's light shine into the dark corners of my soul. And believe that you are not alone. The river has never flowed alone, and neither have you. God is watching over you, holding you in his hands. So what is there to fear? Let everything flow with the light, and just flow, like a river, free and at peace, because the ocean is still waiting for you ahead.